Little bit.
Yes.
Okay. HTML is basically hypertext markup languages. Markup language lingua franca for publishing hypertext on the World Wide Web. What was the World Wide Web? We have already discussed that. Hmm?
It's a network of computers that are linked together.
Yes, it is network of networks that are linked together. So basically everything that is being published on internet or World Wide Web, we can say that these things, these documents, every web page is written in HTML language, is based on HTML language. So basically HTML language is based upon tags. Tags like this enclosed in two different brackets, and then we used our keywords to write our web page's code. HTML allows us to embed other scripting language to manipulate or design layout and text and graphics. Basically, HTML allows us to write our code of in other languages that are embedded in HTML, like PHP and CSS. CSS is basically used to design our web page and design or text, either it is written in bold, italic, or um, what type of character it used, like Arial, Times New Roman, colors, etc. This is basically platform independent. This language does not need any platform to execute. It is very simple language, very easy to learn. This is basically a first step when you are entering into the web development. It does not need any platform, any operating system specific application software to write this code. This is basically running on any computer that is connected to the World Wide Web. So there are actually current version was the simple version is up to 4. Okay, in W3C actually released in February the first draft of test suite 4.0, and now the HTML5, the latest version, is released for about 5 or 6 years before HTML5 is released, and you can get more information about markup languages from this website, like the history about HTML. Okay, next, this is an example of HTML code. Every opening tag, you can see that every opening tag has a closing tag. Okay, so the closing tag includes the slash in it. When you are opening a tag, you can close the tag by adding a slash before the keyword. Okay, so this is a code. This is the part where it includes head. Okay, head basically shows you the title of your page. It includes title of your page, and then it comes to the body is basically the whole image that is being shown inside the browser, is the body of your web page. Okay, so everything that you are seeing on the web page is enclosed in body tag. You first open the body tag and write your all the data that you need to enter inside the web page, or you want to show, or you want to design your web page includes in body tag. Okay, it includes first the body, then closing body. Inside there is a keyword called bg color. It means background color. The background color of your body is #0000. This is a coloring code. This is called hex code. Okay, every color code is in computer language, in this HTML markup language, is hex code, which defines different color. Okay, so 000 means the background color will be white, and then comes the font tag. Okay, the font tag includes the color. The font will be written in white color. This is a hex code for white color. Okay, and h1 is represent heading 1, the main heading of your web page, hello world. When it's open, when you write your code, like I said before, you have an opening tag and closing tag. The closing tag includes slash, forward slash. Okay, the font tag has the heading tag, and then we close the font tag, then we close the body tag, and then HTML main tag, and this is the output we get. You can see that the text written in our web page is hello world, and the background color is black. Okay, next. Main common features of HTML markup languages are you can draw tables, frames, you can create forms in it. Like you have seen the forms in when you get to sign up on Facebook. It asks you a series of questions: first name, enter first name, last name, everything. This is a basically form created in HTML, and this HTML has embedded code of PHP language, which connects that page data that you entered inside that form. It connects that to the database so that it can have your information and save that information in the database. Then it has an image map feature. That images that are being shown inside your web page, and the map there, like you have GPS, sometimes you have GPS location. You can see the GPS location on your web page. You can see that there was a picture of map. This is basically included in the map, is included by the hypertext markup language, which have XML code embedded in it. XML is basically another markup language that connects GPS coordinates with the map location and give you the output of map. Then character set, like what kind of characters you want to add. Then meta tags. Meta tags basically are very important tags inside that are embedded inside the HTML code. Meta tags tells you have all the information about your website: how many pages it has, what is the where does it include in your search engine. Searching, this is called search engine optimization, is basically another field where you get to promote your page so that it comes up in the Google search or MSN search or Bing search. Okay, so meta tags basically describe everything that your website includes. Images, hyperlinks are basically links that are already embedded inside the inside the web page that you developed. Okay, so basically it refers to the to another web page that is that whose link is linked with the first page. When you click on that hyperlink, like this is the text, I can make that text to convert it into a link. When I hover my mouse on it, I can click on it. It will take me to the, it will redirect me to the next page whose link is embedded behind that code. Okay, so file extension, this is basically with the when we save after at the end of lesson, we will write our first code in HTML. We will save that code, that file, with the extension HTML or HTM. Basically we are nowadays we are using .html. It saves our file and gives us the output, so that extension direct us to the browser application, so that when we click on it, it doesn't take us to the code, it take us to the output, which will be shown inside the browser. Okay, recent recommendation of W3C is XHTML. XHTML is basically advanced version of HTML4 it is combined with the XML. XML is basically a markup language that has the information behind that has the information of your HTML code, and it links your code with the other languages. Okay, when we write our code, we will discuss that further. HTML is basically a major change in HTML since HTML4 released in 1997. Okay, the HTML5 version is released in I think in 2013. Okay, so XHTML is basically combination of two markups language. Okay, you can get more information in the okay. Now come to the cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet is a language embedded inside the HTML code. Okay, basically it adds styles to our web page. Okay, when we see our web page, we see that in Facebook there is a blue bar up there, then the Facebook logo, then there is a form at the right corner. All this styling is added through by the cascading style sheet. Simple mechanism for adding styles to the web page. Code be embedded into the HTML file. We embed that code inside HTML5 HTML file, so that we can add more styles to our page, and it can be it will look more favorable, more user friendly, more attractive to the user. HTML tag, basically we embed that. If we are embedding that code in in a HTML file, we use style tag. Okay, in style tag we use type attribute. In type attribute we say text/CSS. This tells our compiler that the code inside this tag is basically CSS code, cascading style sheet code, and it gives styling to our web page. Okay, when we do that, we add more styles to our web page to make it look more attractive. Like I said before, when we have an opening tag, that same tag will have an ending tag with the / in it. Or we can save that code in a separate file with an extension, like we have saved HTML code with an exception with an extension .html, and we save the CSS file as .css, so that when we link that file using link tag, when we link that file, we give reference of that file. You can see that like for example, we save our styling code with the name of scs.css. In href, in a reference of that file, we add that file's location here. Here we add location of that CSS code and add type text CSS, or and then this relation is style sheet. Basically this is a style sheet code that gives that adds styling to our web page. Style types mainly include font, like what kind of a font you use, what is this, what will be the size of your fonts. Fonts is basically text that is written inside your web page. Okay, so we decorate the text inside our web page by using font tag, and then it has more attributes like font size, font color, font background, font all these things will be added through the font tag. Then we will add coloring like this. I have prepared these slides. It has black color, black color added to it, green color, then white background, background of this text. Basically this is called styling. And then spacing, like you can see that after these bullets there is a space, equal space of every line between the text and bullets. Okay, so this is basically added through the spacing. Okay, control formats. This is basically we can use it to control or anything that is added inside the web page through HTML code, whether it is a map, image, table, form, anything. It can be controlled through the cascading style sheet code. Fonts, color, spacing, alignment. I can align in the center. I can align at the right side of the screen. I can align my text to the left side of the screen using cascading style sheet. When we will code this whole thing, you will understand much better this whole coding process. User override the style. There is also an option. You can give option to the user so that the user can select whether the color of background color would be green, blue. You add that code behind that option, that when user click on black color, it will convert the background color to the black. Okay, oral css not cited non-cited user and both voice browser layers layout user interface. Basically we can use it to control the layers. This is basically green is one layer of this page, and white is one layer of this page, and this black is one layer of this page. These are separated through the difference of their coloring. Okay, this is called layout. How you can how you want to show your web page. Then user interface includes forms, text, everything that is being seen on the web page. Let's come to clients browser dependable. Sometimes the older version of browsers does not understand the cascading style sheet. If you are using css3, the version 3 of cascading style sheet, the older version of your browser cannot understand that, and is again will not show you show you the web page according to the code that is written. Okay, like I coded this think this screen as a web page. Okay, and when I code this whole thing, okay, I set the background to the background to be white. Okay, when I am using the older browser, let's just say that the code I used is the version 3 of CSS, Cascading Style Sheet version 3. The older version of that browser does not understand that code. It does not have that API that can understand that code. Okay, it will show nothing here, just transparent background and text in front of that transparent background. So we can say that the CSS is basically client's browser dependable language. Example of this code is P stands for the tag paragraph, H1 is heading 1, heading 2. It adds margin on the top. Okay, margin on the top would be 0 pixels, margin bottom is 100 pixel, and padding basically is the space inside one layout. Like this white background is one layout, and I add space of this bullet from the outer boundary. This is called padding. Okay, padding is 20 pixel, explain 40 pixel, 0 pixel, and 40 pixel. It will show you the code. If you want to learn more, you can use also, you can also use this website. You have you heard about W3 schools?
No.
And basically this is a website for absolute beginners. You can get sample codes from there and manipulate that code so that you can learn different styling techniques. Let's come to the CSS and HTML based code. Like I said before, it starts with the HTML and ends with the HTML tag, then head tag, then body tag. In head tag, we include title of your page, and here we embed the CSS code, like we have learned before in the previous slides. It gives this heading. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.